focus on what I'm saying. I'm just
Okay.
saying what I need to say.
Okay.
All right.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is John Salva, and I am the leader of this discussion. And today we'll be discussing which one student will be the one student to represent us, our high school, to the president of the third world country, because he is planning to see who will be what an average high school student looks like, and we're here to discuss who's the perfect candidate. We have 5 candidates, and we'll be looking at their stats and characteristics to examine who will be most fitted. So again, our purpose is to choose the best candidate for the president of this small third world country that will be visiting our high school, and which teenager will be the most fitted to represent us and represent the average U.S. teenager in high school.
Okay.
So in order to determine who will be the one, we must need a criteria to determine who is the average high school student. So, and I forgot to mention our members: Sean Salva, Mary Grace Salva, and Ivan Salva. And this is our team. So to get it started, Mother, who do you think is, what do you think is the special criteria that a student must have in order to be representing us?
I think a good criteria that we should look for is a high school student who has good character. Very polite, very well behaved, liked by most people.
Yes.
To me, that's a good criteria.
Yeah, so basically maturity. I agree with Mother. We must need a student that's mature and can be professional with every type of person, no matter how powerful and famous they are. Sean, what is your opinion on the criteria of a student?
I feel like we should have a student that will represent us that is very well educated and that they are exceeding in academic performance.
Yes, so I agree. So education is perfect for a student. He or she must know their facts and know what they are talking about when discussing with the third world country president. Dad, what is your criteria, a certain criteria?
Yeah, aside from what they said, academics and being socially active, I think the candidate needs to be active in the community. Has some activities, extracurricular activities that helps in the community.
I agree.
Like volunteer work.
Yep, I agree. Participation and dedication to the community is very important. It really shows how their character and how their personality is. Okay, so some problems that could be seen in a student might be the grades, and if they don't have good grades, that could be a problem. If they lack social skills, if they are socially awkward, and not mature, that could be a problem with our president, with the third world country president. And any of y'all have opinions on a problem they might have?
On the problem of
A student might have.
student. Maybe if they're struggling with, like, let's say they have some financial issues at home, although I hope it would not reflect on how they um, communicate with other people. I'm hoping that's not going to be a problem, but that could be one issue or one problem we can encounter.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing is like time constraints. How long would it take? Do they have any other extracurricular activities that they need to look into? Are they available this time when this president is coming in?
Yes.
So,
Yes, that is a good point. They must be prepared and ready to be representing our high school.
yes.
All right, to hurry this up, we'll get started with our first candidate of our high school. Drum roll, please. First candidate of our high school is Ling Cho. Ling Cho, you are our first candidate. We will be discussing your characteristics and we will be deciding your fate. Ling Cho, a senior, an A+ student. She is in line for valedictorian. That is
Smart girl.
accepted to the renowned colleges of Harvard and Yale. Although she is somewhat shy, not completely, but adapts to various social situations easily. So that's a strength. She has few friends because she spends most of her time studying. That is acceptable. Competes in science fair activities. So she participates in a lot. Tutors math students and wants to take the leader to the Museum of Natural Science.
Very good.
Yes. So that's good. She's very educated.
So to me, I see her as a good fit because she's very smart. She is she's in line for valedictorian. She got accepted to Harvard and Yale. And most important to me is that she takes time not with her community because she tutors math students and that is her participation,
Yes.
with community activities.
So obviously she has the correct achievements and she's stacked up in all of these characteristics and strengths, but she is somewhat shy. That could be a problem in the future with her. But yeah, Sean,
your
you have
opinion?
opinion? What do you see in Ling Cho?
Well, since you said she is shy, I feel like it would be very hard for her to communicate with the president. Although she does adapt to various social situations easily. So
that is a good point. She does adapt. So I guess I'll be great with talking to a new fellow like the president. So Dad, you have any of your thoughts and opinions?
I think she's good. She got good grades and she participates in extracurricular activity and community activities. So I think she's good.
Yeah. We'll keep her in mind.
Yeah.
She's definitely coming in strong with this one.
Okay.
She has a good reputation, it seems like, so that's great. Okay, time for our second candidate. Drum roll, please. Our second candidate of our high school will be Carmen Solis. Carmen Solis, congratulations. We will be deciding your fate and your characteristics. Okay, so Carmen Solis. She is a senior. She is the captain of the drill team. Although she is a C student, a C grade student, so that's okay. Could be worse. She's active in theater. She is well liked by everyone. That's a good characteristic. Steady boyfriend. She's into the high school experience, high school love life. I see. Very social.
Okay.
And she's an alpha in the conversation. She dominates anyone she talks to. If you ever talk to her, she will shut you up. She plans on going to local colleges due to financial restraint on her family of 8. So it's good to know that she cares about her family and she cares deeply about their financial situation. And plans to invite the leader to a football game. So, seeing her stats, do you think she's well fitted for this? Starting with that.
Yeah, I think so. Even though the grade is not that good, but she's active and uh, she's very sociable and she's involved in the community activities. That's what one of the criteria that we're looking for. So I think
Yes.
she's good.
Yes. So yeah, I agree with that.
How about you, Sean?
What do you think?
Seems like a good candidate in terms of the social aspect. But yeah, C student is kind of a red flag.
Yeah.
Well, one thing I like about her, besides that she's very liked by everyone, and she's it seems to me that she's very sociable. You know that the president from that third world country may not have been in any football game, so I think he'll enjoy the
Yeah.
fact that he'll go to a football game.
Yeah, definitely getting the high school experience. off of
Exactly,
that one.
exactly. A high school Friday night lights here in Texas.
Yes.
Now, for as far as there is a little bit of concern, I'm not sure if I don't know if it could be a concern or not, but a financial strain to her family, which is a good that says a lot about her that she's concerned about her family. I wonder if does she work any other places? Can she attend to this president, or does she have time? Those are the things that we need to consider as well.
Yep.
Okay. There.
All great points there.
Okay.
Definitely will keep Carmen Solis in mind.
Okay.
She seems like a really polite and nice person.
Okay.
But to speed this up, we have to go to our third candidate, which will
Okay.
be. Who will it be? Let's see. You cannot find it. Oh.
That's
Who is
why I
it?
put it up here.
Why do you have to
We
move it
did
so
this
much?
is the-
Don't move it too much, Mom. Alright, okay. So, third candidate of our high school will be, drum roll please, Jada Williams. Congratulations, Jada Williams. She will be our third candidate, and we'll be deciding her if she's the right candidate. Yes. We're looking on characteristics. She is a junior. She's an AP art. That's good. She is also the president of the art club.
Wow.
Interesting. She won several local and state awards for her artwork. On slow track until they discovered her. Oh, she was on track until they discovered her dyslexia. Generally quiet but very personable. Concerted and overachiever. And hopes to be an artist someday. And thinks the leader might like to spend time at an art gallery and museum.
Wow.
Okay, so this is our next candidate, and seems to me that she's very involved in art, and that's unique in a person to be. But I'd love to hear y'all's opinions. So starting with whoever wants to go first.
Yeah, I agree with you. Being president of Art Club, and she has won a lot of several local and state awards for art contests or competition. That says a lot. I think she's a good fit for to be chosen as the
Yeah.
person to represent your school.
I agree. However, as it says right here, it does say that she is generally quiet, and so that means she could be shy. And being an overachiever, as said right here, may not be the best way to represent an average student.
But it is a positive.
It is a
Being an
positive.
overachiever, she doesn't settle with what she has. Mom, so I have a question for you. She does have dyslexia. How do you think that will be? How do you think that will affect her, her chances of getting to talk to the third world president?
Well, with her dyslexia, people with dyslexia, it's just they couldn't just express themselves sometimes. But she loves art and she plans on taking this president to an art gallery and stuff. She may know a lot more about the art and would give a different insight on the art scene,
Yep.
especially for the Texas art scene for this president.
Yes. So she's a unique fellow.
It is.
I would
She
say.
is a very unique fellow. Yes.
Yeah, but not everyone's perfect, and we'll definitely see what we can do with Jada Williams. Thank you, Jada Williams. Moving on to our fourth candidate. Drum roll, please. Fourth candidate of our high school will be Bahir Haddad. Sorry if I pronounce your name wrong, but you will be our fourth candidate, and we will be discussing your characteristics. So, first of all, he's a senior. He's a A-B honor roll, so not really perfect, but okay. He's active in debate, often advocates to change social policy for the better, competes regularly in mock trials and debates on current issues, generally well linked, but was suspended last year for a fight after an emotional outburst likely related to his parents' divorce. Okay, so drama is his specialty. Accepted to Georgetown and plans to take the leader to a debate competition.
Ooh.
So obviously, straight from the bat, he loves the debate. I don't think he could ever lose an argument with this guy because how much he loves debate. He knows all the topics. He knows all the weak points of the conversation. What you uppercut, jab, hook, you're knocked out. All right, that's my opinion. Any of y'all have a
Dad.
Well, I think he's a perfect fit. Got good grades.
Acceptable grades.
Yeah, and then he debates a lot,
so
and
funny?
I think he'll be able to discuss a lot of stuff with the president of this country that's coming in, and he can very well communicate with him, and yeah, I think he's a perfect candidate.
I agree.
I think with this, Bahir seems to me that he knows the current issues and being, that she's gonna be touring this third world country president. I think the president would learn an insight on how an average American high school student would view on the current issues, let's say about COVID, about the pandemic that's going on. I think he could put his 2 cents there. They may have a good debate. I'm hoping it's just gonna turn into a good conversation as opposed to being, too much for him to express himself. But because per his stats here, he had an emotional outburst that might affect that conversation that he may have with that president.
So he has some social issues that
Yeah,
might be.
just a little bit.
Yeah, but I feel like he has enough experience in debate.
Yeah, I think he's a smart boy.
And anything to add?
No, not really.
Okay.
All right. So great job, Bahid. Definitely looking good right now, especially with all your debate achievements.
Okay.
Even though you did get in a fight, you are a really liked candidate by all of us. We came to agreement that you might be the one.
Okay.
So we'll definitely be looking at you. Yeah. All right. So for the final candidate, and definitely not last but not least, our final candidate. Drum roll, please. Jacob Jones. Jacob Jones, you are our final candidate. You are a junior, a C grade student. Okay. She drives a motorcycle. Wow. Visible tattoos, He's very self-confident in himself, well liked by both students and teachers. Okay, that's good. Good sense of humor. Started a recycling project at school that has become successful and copied by other high schools.
Wow, that's good.
That's great.
Impressive.
Plan to take the leader to a recycling center. I don't think that'll be the greatest place to take your leader.
But you know what? If that country is having a recycling problem or issues with their environment, that would be a good, you know, he would be a good candidate for it.
But I don't think a recycling center is what you'll need to see from U.S.
Yeah,
Like
if you're looking at the average
high school student,
experience or a good experience.
you're not looking to or automatically decide what your recycling situation will be in your own country, right? All right, so
Okay.
that's what I feel like. But he seems like a great student, although his grades are not the best. He seems like a polite, very respected student that has a lot of confidence in himself and is kind of funny. Or anyone have?
Daddy?
All right,
Well,
Daddy.
I like the fact that he started the recycling project and that it's become successful and it was being done in other schools. I think there's a good, he's a good startup kid and he can be a good representative too. Even though I think the other candidates are far better than him, I think he can fit as a good candidate too.
Yeah, I agree.
So he is here. There is one thing that is concerned here is apparently he's got visible tattoos, and the grades are not the greatest. With tattoos, I think it's self-expression of a person, and I have nothing against that. However, and apparently he's very self-confident. However, we need to choose a candidate that meets all the criteria that we voiced out earlier.
Yep.
So, but I think he's a smart kid because starting a project, a recycling project to begin with, is already a big thing.
Yep, so yeah, I agree. Definitely starting the recycling project at a school and has also become very successful. Definitely is a great, good thing for his reputation. Seems to me like he's really cares a lot about his environment. Anything to say, Sean? Any last things? Especially for Jacob.
Well, Jacob, like you guys said, he is well liked by both students and teachers, and has a good sense of humor. So that'd be a plus when talking to the president. And the recycling project is
Another plus.
Yeah, another plus. However, yes, the visible tattoos, that is, I wouldn't say a very eye-appealing look to represent a high school. Because, yeah, it's high school. Not the average high school student has a tattoo, so I would count Jacob out.
You would say that? All right. So Jacob's already out right off the bat.
What? Okay.
But yeah, I would agree. We have a bunch of great students here, but
So we need to come down to 2, correct?
to 1.
Oh, well, come down to 2 and then we come down
All right.
to
Okay.
1.
So everyone, say who you guys feel like will be the best two candidates of all the 5 we looked at.
I like the first one.
The first one, Ling Cho.
Ling Cho.
Ling Cho is a great candidate.
He's a
I would
senior,
say.
A+ student.
All right, it's okay. We don't have to
has-
say that.
Yeah.
We already saw it, so.
What's the other one?
I agree, Lin Cho and Jada Williams.
You sure?
Yeah,
How
about you,
about
Dad?
Bahir Haddad.
Bahir Haddad?
No, I feel like Carmen Solis would be a good candidate.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
me and Daddy likes Ling Cho.
Yeah. How about you, John?
I feel like Bahir Haddad definitely has all the requirements that we need, because he is AB student, so he's not the smartest, but he definitely knows what he's saying, knows the facts, and he's a part of debate. So, and he knows all the current world situations.
Okay.
So he'll definitely know what to talk about with the president.
So it's down to Bahir Haddad and
Lin
Lin
Cho.
Cho.
So,
Okay.
Well, if it's up to Bahir Haddad and Ling Cho, I would I would probably choose Ling Cho.
Ling Cho.
Ling
Ling
Cho will be
Cho.
the
Because she's smart and let me see the papers.
But we also have to take into consideration that she's sometimes
okay, well,
sometimes
I don't think
Sometimes,
a
yeah.
president would like to be with a debate.
Oh yes,
because it is
that's
kind
a great point.
It is kind of boring. So
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, president would probably like already want to go back to his country if he's just debating with a high schooler for his entirety.
I
of
think
the
we
trip.
got our candidate because Ling Cho got 3 votes.
yes,
Yeah.
Ling Cho.
Ling Cho.
Congratulations, Ling Cho. You will be the high school to represent our high school for our unknown third world country. Congratulations. We are very
Congratulations.
excited to see what you will be doing and definitely get prepared for this event because this will be a life changer. Yes. So thank you for
Thank
listening
you.
to us.
Thank you.
And this was a great discussion and definitely certain that we chose the right candidate. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you for our director, Ian Salva.
Thank you, Ian Salva. Say hi.
Hello.
All right, then press the square button.
Bye.